you don't get to have what they have. It's not safe for you to have what they have. You won't be able to handle having what they have. Hey y'all, it's Chimdi. So I had a request from the lovely Amoni, and she asked me to make a video about feeling behind in life. And it was interesting because I've seen that be a video topic on different YouTube channels. Evelyn from the internet has a video about it, and I've seen it in other places as well. And I've never watched those videos, but when Amoni made this request, I was like, those videos already exist. Like, why does she want to hear what I have to say about the topic? And I think that line of inquiry really helped me because I realized that we each have gifts and we each have talents. Just because someone else has done something or created something doesn't mean what you are creating is any less valid. And I think that has been very huge for me in those times when I feel like I am behind in life. And so I want to go ahead and talk about sort of my relationship to feeling behind in life and just share some reflections that I hope help you, Amoni, and help anyone else who is listening. Before we get into it, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, join me on the Patreon. I also have a podcast called Voice Notes from Your Friend. There are many ways to engage is what I'm saying. Ooh, I'm also starting a newsletter. Yes, I'm gonna send it out every couple of weeks. You know, that's what I'm thinking. So check the link below if you wanna sign up, hear what I got to say, if these videos aren't enough for you. So the first thing that comes to mind when I think about feeling left behind is, or I don't know if left behind is the term, I feel like left behind brings up some abandonment issues, etc. Feeling behind is a creator on here named Lynette Atkins. So her channel also blew up last year after making a video about quitting her job. And so I have watched her channel just grow and grow and grow. I think before that video, she was around 10 or so K, and now she's over 100K. And so I looked at the way her channel grew and I wanted what she had. I wanted that kind of success for myself. And I started having that kind of success, right? Like I had 4,000 or so subscribers, and then it grew to like 10, now almost 16K within a really relatively fast clip. But since then it hasn't continued to like grow astronomically. What I have found is when I'm focused on my stuff, when I'm in my lane, when I'm creating, when I'm doing what I love, when I'm serving people, like all of that, that's when I'm the most happiest. And as soon, I literally added an extension to my Chrome so that I don't see other YouTubers' subscriber counts and view counts, because as soon as I hop into my incognito mode and I check up on other creators, my energy, my jealousy, my bitterness, my self-doubt, all of that stuff is affected when I start comparing myself to other creators who are younger than me, creators who are bigger than me. All of it goes down the drain, you know? Like, for instance, there's an awesome creator, Victory the Creator. He's dope. He is a child. I love you, Victory. He is 18. Like, he's a young man. And literally, he started his channel like within the last year, and it already has like, I think it's gonna be over 6K by the time this video comes out. And I'm watching him like, it took me 5 years. It took me half a decade to get to where you got in 8 months. Like, that's wild, you know? And that's someone who, so I still have more subscribers now, but like, that causes comparison. And then, like I said, looking at someone like Lynette and being like, dang, like, how come I don't have, you know, X, Y, or Z? And so what I found is that let me just make it real personal, right? Versus the royal we. When I find myself looking at other creators and wanting what they have, the reason why I want it is because I know that I'm also capable of having what they have, you know? Like, when I think about people who live lives that I just don't care. Like, some people work in finance, which is dope, money is dope. Some people, they are professional baseball players. Like, I don't care. I don't care about those things. So when I see people having success in those areas, I'm like, good for you, but that has nothing to do with me. It's only when people are doing things that I secretly want to do, that I secretly think I can do and should be able to do, that those feelings get activated in me. And what I've realized is that, I mean, y'all, healing is everything. Healing trauma truly is everything. Because what I realize is that the more I heal, the more I'm able to release the parts of myself that say, you don't get to have what they have. It's not safe for you to have what they have. You won't be able to handle having what they have. All of these beliefs that are rooted from such earlier times in our life, they subtly are influencing how we show up. I noticed I was self-sabotaging. There was a period after I hit 10K where I was putting out videos every week, and each video was getting like 1,000, 2,000 views within like a week or two of it being out, which I'd never seen that kind of engagement before. It freaked me out. I was like, who are these people? Who are these people watching? What do they want from me? Why are they here? For my next video that I made, I did this thing that I never thought to do before, and this is how I know it was self-sabotage. I like went into one of my settings and I changed a setting on the back end so that the video was no longer like all the other videos I'd ever uploaded around like the category it was in. And then that video had like a fraction of the views. At first I was like, oh no. Oh no. But in reality it's like, yeah girl, you were uncomfortable, you know? And now where I am in my journey, I realize it's because I had some healing to do around safety. I had some healing to do around being seen and it being okay to be seen. Because of early childhood stuff, it wasn't necessarily safe, right? And it was better if I like kept a low profile, minded my business, versus expressing myself to my fullest extent. That's the stuff that I've been working on for the past, you know, I mean, I feel like it really started last year, but doing the Timeless Wisdom training, this program I'm doing around healing trauma, that has helped me so much. There's been a lot of tears, okay? There have been a lot of tears, but it has helped me so much because the things that were holding me back, they're not holding me back anymore. Like making a video like this, for instance, like that request was made weeks ago and it does not take me long to make a video. Like it's very easy, but the idea of you don't have anything to say about this topic, it's not going to be valuable, you're not going to help her, you're not going to help anyone, so why even make the video, was a genuine, like it wasn't fully conscious, but it was in my subconscious and it was humming all of the time. And so the recent like healing work I've done has allowed me to like look at it and say, no, she literally asked you. Like that's how you know she wants to hear what you have to say, is that she asked you. So that's the main thing that really helps me. It's not that it helps me to not feel like I'm behind, but it helps me focus and not look at everyone else, because it's the comparison that makes it feel like, that makes me feel like I am not where I'm supposed to be. But I think also there's a bunch of intellectual arguments as well. And I don't know if this is even intellectual, but just the idea that what is the race? Like what race are we in? Are we in a race to die? Like why are we, what does it mean to be behind? Like you are the only one who is you. Like I'm the only Chimdi. So who am I racing against to be the best version of me? It's just me, you know? And then I have a whole life and then the life ends. So what, like, what is this? You don't get to 95 and they give you a gold medal like, you did it. Like, if you're lucky, you might get on local news and they'll be like, look at this old ass woman. She's still out here, you know? Like that's what you get for being alive, really. Everything else is purely the internal joy and blessings and grace and love that you pour on yourself for your journey. That's also something that was talked about, that Timeless people talked about, was this idea that as you go deeper and deeper in your journey, you're gonna have fewer and fewer people who are there cheering you on because they're not gonna be there with you. It's this deep journey inward. So much of the work that we do is internal that there's not gonna be someone who's like, good job, I saw that you like healed trauma from being bullied when you were a kid, you know, great, you know, like it's just the joy that we get and the peace that we get that's going to be our only true satisfaction, because everything that's external is going to pass away. And there's beauty in that. There's beauty in the fact that it's temporary and then it moves on and it makes way for something new and then that moves on. But to ever tie our identity to the number of subscribers we have, to, you know, how much money we have in the bank, to anything else, it's only going to lead to suffering, because that's the stuff that's always going to be changing. So I hope this is helpful, Amoni. I am really grateful that you made this request. She actually requested it through, you can send voice notes back to me via the Anchor FM app where my podcast is. And you can also just email them to me, voice notes from your friend @gmail.com. And what I love is that when people make requests, it invites me to talk about topics that maybe I wouldn't have talked about before, but often they're the things that are really on our heart, and they're the things that I've struggled with myself, which is why I haven't made a video about it, because I don't have it all figured out. So I am really excited and grateful. And something else that was requested of me was from the lovely Natalie. She was like, hey girl, are you only uploading once a week? Because I'd like to hang out with you more. And I was just like, really, me? And so that is why you're getting the second video this week. And I don't want to say things and not follow up, but like, y'all, I may start uploading more. I may. We will see. The video I'm working on right now is the Patreon video, which I'm really excited about. So patreon.com/Chimdi if you want to support your girl. And what I'm thinking, I'm also working on a vlog right now. So like, that's also the best thing about healing. There are a lot of tears, but the benefits on the other end is that the things that you want to do become so much easier to do. So literally 3 videos in the works in this very moment. Your girl is prolific. We're doing 2 to 3 videos a week. I'm saying it. I'm fucking declaring it. We're doing it. All right. Subscribe. I love y'all. Bye.